Hello everybody and welcome to the rodent room at Tiny Paws MCR on the hottest day of the year, the hottest day ever apparently. So I thought seeming as it's so hot, it makes sense for us to talk about some options available to you for keeping your animals cool. Before we start, I just want to show you one thing, and that is our new toy, an air conditioning unit. We got this yesterday, and I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people that have recently donated to us. That money has gone, amongst other things, towards buying this unit, and it's really made a difference today. It's really helped bring the temperature down. It's really important. So your donations have helped make the lives of the animals in our care better. So a really big thank you for doing that. And so so obviously some people can't can't afford to spend quite a bit of money on getting their own air conditioning unit. So what other options are available to you? Well, for a start, before I go on, what I want to say is if you have guinea pigs, rabbits outside, living in hutches outside, then please bring them inside. Find a cool spot for them. They've done tests and they found that the hutches outside, inside those hutches, it can be over 20 degrees hotter than the ambient air temperature. So on a day like today, where we've broken records at 38.5 degrees, inside that wooden box that contains your rabbit or guinea pig, it could be getting up to 58, 60 degrees. At that temperature, your animal is going to get heat stroke, and unfortunately, they could die. Now, I'm not being really dramatic about this. I've seen loads of reports of guinea pigs sadly passing away due to the heat. So if you have animals outside, please bring them inside, set up a space for them where they can keep cool. And really, we need to be keeping all our animals cool in temperature like it has been over the last couple of days. So get the coolest room you can find in the house, and the first thing you want to do is block the sunlight out. So close the blinds or the curtains to stop the sunlight getting in. So there's no direct sunlight. That's going to make a big difference. We've got our 4 resident rats here. They usually live in a different room, but that room hasn't got any curtains. So while the temperature's high, we've moved them into this room to keep cool. As you can see, they are enjoying pea fishing. So this is one of the things we do. We put cold water with an ice bottle in there to keep the water nice and cold, and then we encourage them in by giving them some peas. And yesterday was the first time we tried pea fishing with these 4. They were very tentative, and as you can see now, they're just diving straight into the water to get the peas out. So that's really good news. There's Ebony and Winter there getting really into it, and Blue as well. Excellent. I'll show you some other things we've got going on. We've got terracotta pots and terracotta tiles. We keep these in the fridge, and then the animals can sit on them, go inside. Just a bit earlier, Winter, one of our rats, was inside that terracotta pot, keeping cool. We've got a similar setup for the chinchillas next door. This is Gus and Diego's house. With chinchillas, you can't get them wet, so we can't do things like pea fishing for them. So we've got to find other ways. So it's all about really lowering the temperature. So the air conditioning is brilliant for them. The terracotta pot. Below that, you can see an animal safe ice pod, which we put in the freezer overnight to cool down. They are plastic, they can be chewed, so if you've got chinchillas that are chewers, you might want to hide it under a layer of fleece. Our ones aren't too bad for that sort of thing. And we'll go down to the mice down here. Oh, we'll stop on our way through and show you this. The chinchillas are going to get this later, and the sand bath that we're going to put in the fridge just to keep it nice and cool. And for the rodents, not chinchillas, but for the mice, rats, we've got water spray. We tried that out. We give them space to leave if they didn't want to get sprayed, and they all were lining up to get sprayed, so they really enjoyed that. Down with the mice and the multi-mammoths, again we've got cold tiles and we've got pea fishing for them there. and over to dandelion and burdock. You've got coal tiles. These ones have just come out of the fridge, and you can see them queuing to get on the tile. They love it. So here's another option for keeping your animals cool. So hopefully you've got some ideas here. We've also got a fan in this room that we have been using. The thing is with fans, something really important to get over to you is that unlike humans who don't have much fur and we sweat, animals don't do that. They don't sweat. Also, they don't pant like dogs do, so they can't lose heat. They can't cool themselves down by getting water out of their system. So actually, fans don't work so well because the whole point in fans, it cools you down by creating evaporation. Yes, it helps. Yes, they do love having the cool breeze blowing on their face. Yes, it helps circulate the air. So fans are a useful asset, but really, that's just sort of moving the air around. You really need to be bringing the air temperature down. So, just to go over those things again, we've got air conditioning if you can, bringing your animals into a cool room. We've got blocking the sunlight, that's a really important one. We've got lowering the temperature and creating cool spots within cages by doing terracotta pots, ice pods, giving them the option to make cooling down fun. So by doing things like the pea fishing, they've finished off the peas in there. Another one we do for our rabbits downstairs is, as well as cool floor tiles, we have frozen 2-litre bottles of water that we wrap in fleece and put them around so they can choose to sit next to them. So hopefully these have given you some ideas that you can implement over the next few days while it's really hot, and hopefully it's going to help improve the lives of your animals. So thank you for watching, and I also just want to finish by saying thanks again for the people that have made donations towards us being able to buy this unit. If you've enjoyed watching our video, then please think about donating. You can donate on PayPal. You can donate by sending money to tinypawsmcr@gmail.com. You can also set up a monthly donation by using our Patreon. So that's patreon.com/tinypawsmcr. So if you've enjoyed watching this video, you learned something from it, you've enjoyed seeing the animals, and you approve of our work in looking after all these tiny paws, then please consider making a donation. Thanks very much, and goodbye.